Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to have a little bit of a topic regarding news in the UFC that popped up on my feed during the Qatar event that was Saturday night, which was yesterday. So first I'm going to rewind time a little bit and go over some old news, which if you follow UFC collectibles you may already know, but I want to catch you up to speed on some new developments in this. So back on May 28th of this year, Toss posted that debut patches are coming to the UFC. UFC athletes will now wear a debut patch on their gear. After the bout, the patch will go into a one-of-one signed trading card. And the first athlete in the history of UFC to have a debut patch is Andreas Gustafsson. So here's what the patch looks like. This is Dana White. Here's the announcement. And the UFC community was thrilled about this. So this debut patch has been done in other sports, with the most successful being Major League Baseball, which we'll kind of talk about in a little bit. So again, this was back in May, debut patch, very cool, very exciting way to add some value to a collectible, to a historic moment for a fighter, especially if you PC rookie fighters with this debut patch. I mean, talk about something amazing to add to your collection. That's just so cool. Such a clever thing to do for Topps. But this is nothing new for them. They've been doing this for a couple of years, but it's new for the UFC, and it will be in the 2026 product release. So then I want to go to Sports Collectors Digest. Kind of the same thing, just a closer view of the patch, which is sewn on to the fight kit and then removed after the fight and added to the card. The Major League the Major League Patch Program debuted in 2023. Again, looking for a future Topps product. That will be the 2026 release, and it'll be a one-of-one autograph card. Then we go to UFC.com. Again, essentially the same thing. After each fight where there's debut patches, they'll be removed and turned into one-on-one trading cards signed by each fighter. These cards will be included in 2026 Topps UFC products, allowing fans to get a chance at true debut history. Just recapping this, and again, this is from MMA Junkie. Same exact thing. The only detail that was added here that wasn't mentioned in the other articles is the patches will be placed on the right sleeve of their walkout jersey. The patches will be put in a card signed by the fighter and included in the 2026 Topps UFC product. So pretty cool. So here's what changed a little bit yesterday. So on Instagram, I saw this pop up. So Denzel Omega Batman Freeman is making his UFC debut after years of service as a U.S. Marine. The heavyweight is going up against Merrick Boujlo. What a journey. After the fight, the UFC debut patch will be removed from Freeman's gear and placed on a one-on-one trading card. So the first comment here is former. I agree with that. Once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine. I mean, that's my understanding. I'm not military. I love the military, I respect the military, so let's give them their due. But if you see here, there's this amazing story of this Marine making his debut, but here's the picture of the patch. And we go over one and we see the debut patch on the shoulder, or like the sleeve right there. Pretty cool. So I saw this and I was excited because I didn't know they were doing this. Yesterday was the first time I found out about this. But there was an additional piece of information I came across, which was kind of cool too. So this I stole from Topps. This is an image I took from Topps, that there was another fighter, and I didn't catch their name because I didn't catch the second part of this slide, but another fighter who's obviously is not Denzel Freeman, as you can tell by the skin color, also had a debut patch. So my question is, first, does anybody know who this fighter is? I mean, I'm sure I can look up the Qatar card and see, but I'm curious if anybody knows off the top of my head. But again, I love how Topps is doing the teasing. They're showing this on their feed. They're getting some information out there, and they educated me. I didn't know anything about this. So I thought that was kind of cool. I did a quick short video on this, which is horrible. I have to figure out how to sync up the wording and the text and everything else, but I'm trying to learn how to do that. So what I want to do is explain to UFC collectors why this patch is so significant and what collectors see in it. So I'm going to cardladder.com and I'm pulling up some of the patch sales from older product for the Major League Baseball side. So this 2023 Topps Chrome of Tom Crossgrove, who I don't even think he's in the league anymore, not a high profile player, but $2,100. So how this works is that there is a subset of collectors that is obsessed with trying to collect all these MLB debut patches. And whether it's by team or by position, like the collectors are very specific with how they like to collect this stuff. But there are hardcore collectors that are just trying to get their hands on any of these debut patches and add it to the collection, regardless of the player or the team or anything. So this one went for $2,100 to 2023 Topps Chrome, and this guy, again, is a bum. So we go to Topps Chrome update. Bobby Miller, solid pitcher for, I believe he's still on the Dodgers. I have to double check that. 1 of 1, 10-10, dual 10. We call that a PSA 20, went for $7,500. We go down a little further, 2024 Topps update debut patch. Dediel Nunez. I don't know who this player is. I don't know if he's still in the league anymore. Definitely not a star. But you see the patch in the middle of the card, gorgeous image above it. Signature, 1 of 1, and then the date. This one for $1,850. Randy Vasquez, Yankee. I follow the Yankees a little bit, and my dad is a Yankees fan. I've never heard of this guy. I don't even know if he's still on the Yankees or Major League Baseball. But again, he's a Yankee, loyal collectors, MLB debut, $2,460. And the real reason why I'm trying to go through is Gavin Williams is a player I've heard of. He's still in the major leagues, $8,500. Here's a big one, Michael Busch for the Dodgers. He has the potential to be a huge star. He's a good player, 2023, 10-10 from SGC, went for $12,600. Then Gray Kissinger, that's above it, 2024. Again, I don't think he's in the league, went for $1,144. So the point is, even the worst players get huge dollar amounts for their debuts. And I think it's going to add a different type of collector to UFC, a more serious collector. And I'm definitely going to try to get at least one. I don't know how many UFC fighters debut every year or how many are going to be in the product, but I imagine it's going to be a fraction of what it is in Major League Baseball. So I think they're going to be highly desirable, highly collectible. And as soon as we figure out what product they're going to be in, which it looks like it's in this one, it's in the Chrome product. So a logical guess would be it would be in Chrome. But I don't know if that's a guaranteed that the debuts are always in the Chrome product. But it's going to be exciting times. So as a collector, buckle up. It's going to get exciting. And we are all going to go broke trying to buy this stuff. But it is cool stuff. So that concludes the video for today. If you could please like and subscribe or add a comment, I would appreciate it. It really helps out the algorithm. And if you learned a little something today, I would appreciate if you could just show a little bit of love. Thank you very much. With all that being said, have a great evening. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Be healthy. Love your family. And have a good night.